Hey. Morning.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, do I know you?
No, I'm a perfect stranger.
I wouldn't go that far. But you're pretty good.
Well, at least you remember that much.
Mm-hmm. It's all coming back to me.
No regrets.
As a matter of fact, I just like to stay here in bed all day and pick up where we left off.
So what's stopping us?
I have to go to work. Work. Matter of fact, look at that. Look at that time. I mean, we overslept. Do you realize that?
You were a little tired.
Yeah, and whose fault's that? Fine. What about you? What are you gonna do?
I feel great.
No. I mean, your bus leaves in 45 minutes.
Oh, let it go.
What are you talking about? When's the next one leave?
Who cares?
Don't you?
Not anymore. You know, this town is kind of starting to grow on me. I think I may stick around for a while. Morning.
Morning, come in.
Well, you're looking quite chipper today. How do you feel?
Very well, thanks.
Good. Well, apparently the doctors agree with you. We heard you're being released today.
That's right. The minute they bring me my discharge papers.
Can we give you a lift home?
Oh, if it wouldn't be too much of an inconvenience.
Are you kidding? It's not an inconvenience at all.
Could we stop by my office on the way? There are a few things I want to check on in the lab.
Doctor, are you sure you're feeling up to it?
Oh, physically, I'm almost as good as new.
Is something else bothering you?
I just can't believe how careless I was with the security at my lab. No wonder he's so worried.
Who's that?
Commissioner Scorpio.
We're not opening a supermarket. We're opening a casino. We can't afford to overlook these details.
Relax. The people will give a chance to iron out all the details. Where else are they going to go? We're the only game in town.
Yeah, which is why we're also concerned with making it work. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, hello, Commissioner. How you doing? Glad you're taking an interest in our little business venture.
Oh, I'm more than just interested.
Any particular reason?
Why don't we discuss it over lunch?
Well, as you can see, I'm on a diet.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm telling you now. Give you plenty of time to work up an appetite.
Forget it. I said I'm on a diet.
You want to open your casino, you'll have lunch with me.
Commissioner, is there seem to be some kind of problem?
No, it's just routine. I'd like to discuss the gambling equipment, rigging on the tables, odds for the games, you know, stuff like that.
You can have all that information, Robert, but not over lunch.
Well, it's my job to make sure that everything is fair and above board.
Like I said, no lunch.
The Versailles room. Noon.
This move was pretty sudden, isn't it?
No. I've been thinking about making some changes in my life anyway. I'm kind of sick of treading water.
So you're gonna just jump into the deep end, huh? I mean, moving to Port Charles is kind of drastic. You sure you can handle it?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
What about your job up in the mountain? You're just gonna walk out, huh?
Are they used to it up there? I mean, so many people come and go through there. It's like a mad turnover. They get the job, they get the money, and they move on. And they usually go to the city. So why shouldn't I have my shot?
It's not that easy. Look, I did it myself. I don't know.
Well, it didn't work out so badly for you.
No, but it was rough. It was real rough. What about a job? What about friends?
I've got friends. I got you and Luke. Do you think it'd be fun to have me stay around?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking what was best for you.
And so am I. And I think that may just be moving to Port Charles. And what have I got to lose? Good, that's settled. Now I have to get to work. I have to find a job and a place to live. You got any ideas?
Why didn't he just come right out and say it? He expects me to run some kind of clip joint.
Look, the guy's just doing his job.
Right. And if I wasn't involved, do you think he'd even be half as interested? No way, man. This is very pure and simply police harassment.
Well, what if it is? I mean, the guy's holding all the cards. If we want to play, we got to do it on his terms.
He's going to bend over backwards to make it tough on me, I guarantee you that. Hell, if I was going to teach Sunday school, he'd outlaw prayer.
Oh, Lou, come on. You don't really think.
What, Rose?
Nothing. Can I get you anything else?
New police commissioner on toast. Well done.
We'll just take a check, Rose. Thanks.
He will get his facts and his figures. They'll all be by the book, but I'll be damned if I'm going to break bread with him.
Look, as manager of the casino, I expect you to satisfy him. If that means putting aside personal differences, well, that's okay. That's what I expect.
I don't like it.
Well, you don't have to like it. But just let me tell you one thing. Not many people stand to make as much money as you do by just swallowing a little pride.
All right, you made your point.
I can expect you for lunch?
I'll chew, but I can't swallow.
Hey, come on, give me a break, will you? Just be nice.
Deal, I'll grovel. Okay?
Tell me, have you given any more thought to my proposition?
What proposition?
That you run for mayor.
You know, I'm considering it.
Well, also consider this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't the mayor get to appoint the police commissioner?
Doctor, I really wouldn't worry about it. A man as busy as you are is bound to be a bit forgetful at times.
It's one thing to misplace your hat or forget an item at the grocery store. But to slip up on something as important as the security at a lab, that's unforgivable. The consequences could have been disastrous.
Yes, they could have been, but fortunately they weren't.
Well, I'm going to make certain that it doesn't happen again. As you know, I've never wanted a guard around. But now,
Morning.
Hello, Natalie.
You're looking wonderful, Doctor.
thank you. Thank you, Miss Dearborn. I'm expecting to go home shortly.
Well, I'm sure you'll be glad to go back to work soon. Which is more than we can say for our newlyweds here. I really am sorry you had to cut your honeymoon short.
Oh, really? I would think you'd be delighted to have Grant back. You always seem to have so much work to do to get together. In fact, if I wasn't absolutely sure it was medical business, I'd have to be terribly jealous.
Celia, really?
No, that's all right, Grant. Celia, it's just the nature of your husband's and my specialties that we have to work closely together.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Grant, I do need to talk to you about that Durham therapy, so when you have a minute, could you stop in and see me in my office, please?
No problem. I'll make sure I don't leave the hospital without checking in first.
Thank you. And you, take it easy and don't try to do too much too soon. We don't want to see you here ever again.
You won't.
Okay. And Celia, your husband really is a very dedicated professional. And I know it's hard being separated from him so often, but it's really for the best of causes.
You're not really jealous of Natalie, are you?
No, no, Grant, not in the way you mean. I don't worry that you're going to leave me for her, but she certainly does take up an awful lot of your time.
No, my work takes up my time. Miss Dearborn is nothing but a business associate. You knew what it was going to be like when you married a doctor.
Well, maybe I should become a nurse. At least that way I could keep an eye on you.
My dear, if Grant's eye starts to wander, it'll be to an attractive X-ray or a particularly revealing microscope.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'm afraid there's no way to combat that. Ask one who knows.
Here we are, Dr. Gerald.
Ah,
Your discharge papers and your transportation downstairs.
The papers I'll accept gladly, but I don't need a wheelchair.
Hospital regulations.
that's right. Now, you enjoy it while you can.
All right.
Celia, why don't you see Dr. Gerald down to the basement exit? It's a more direct route to the parking lot anyway. I'll meet you at the car.
Oh, well, don't you want to go with us?
My dear, I don't think it's possible that he's going to go off chasing some other woman in the time it takes us to get to the parking lot.
No, no, he doesn't have the time to spend with another woman. I'm afraid Natalie takes up all he has.
That is just work.
Just?
You're very special to Grant. I've seen the way he looks at you. It's very obvious that you mean everything in the world to him. I'd stake my life on it.
given up sleeping altogether?
I'm beginning to wonder.
What kept you up all night this time?
I had to question the guy that mugged Gerald.
Did you get anywhere?
It was a dead end. He's pretty much what he says he is, a junkie looking for drugs.
Well, that must be a relief. At least he's not after Dr. Gerald's secret experiment,
But he
whatever that
could have been. And that's what worries me. You know, Gerald's a brilliant scientist. His absent-mindedness now could cost him everything.
Have you spoken to him about it?
Oh, yeah. I warned him about security when I found out he left the lab door open. You know, he's got to be made to realize that he has to be more cautious than ever now. Especially now.
Why?
I can't tell you.
I wish I had more idea of what you're up against. I can't give you any information.
Sorry. It's for your own protection.
Why don't you go upstairs and get some sleep? You must be exhausted.
Can't do that. I've got a bit of paperwork to clear up, and then I've got to get ready for luncheon.
More business?
Of a different nature. I'm meeting Brock and Luke.
Why?
Oh, it's just routine. Gonna check up what they're doing and see everything's in order.
What do you mean?
Well, there are 100 different ways to rig gambling in favor of the house. I just have to make sure that our boys don't tip it too far in their favor.
Do you think Luke would cheat people?
Not if I stay on top of him.
Oh, he'd never do that. You know how honest he is.
Do I?
There's something else going on here, isn't there? Why are you hassling him? What's the real reason?
That's it.
No. You know Luke better than that. This has nothing to do with gambling, does it?
Morning, ladies.
Morning, Claudia. Looking for Brian. I'm afraid he's not off yet.
Oh, yeah, I figured. What I'll do is just wait until he takes his coffee break.
Well, that shouldn't be too long.
What have you got there? Aha! Carpet samples. Ah, I'm redecorating our apartment. What do you think?
Oh, you told Brian yet?
No, honey, that's why I'm here.
Well, when you're through with that, we could use a decorator around here, I think.
And the decorator's budget. I just want to get my apartment in shape so that I can throw a party for all the nice people who gave me that bridal shower.
Well, why don't you give yourself a redecorating shower? That way you get all sorts of wonderful things for the apartment.
That is a great idea, only I already bought all new drapes, completely redid all the upholstery. Oh, and I found some marvelous terrains and French cookware, you know, everything.
Sounds expensive.
A little, but it's just absolutely necessary. I mean, we have to make that place livable.
Yeah, but maybe not all at once.
Well, you know, I don't know how much longer we're going to be there, Jessie. Brian and I are moving to a larger apartment. I was thinking we might buy one of those condos. You know, the new units is going up along the waterfront. Well, it would be so wonderful. We could have our own place.
Excuse me, have you seen Dr. Putnam around? I have some reports he asked to see.
He was up with Dr. Gerald a little while ago. I can take him if you like. Don't have to. He's here.
I like that. Yes, Doctor, I was just looking for you. Do you have a minute?
Certainly.
Good. I have those reports you asked to see. Shall we go to the lab?
Good, yeah, why don't we? I see
have
you've
all
got,
three of them.
Yeah, all three of them. That was certainly very prompt. We've got problems.
More than you know. I just received word that Gregory is going to be arriving in town the end of this week.
Good. We need all the help we can get.
He's going to want to report on our progress.
That's easy. We'll just tell him it gets tougher every day.
Keep your voice down, Grant.
You heard Gerald the same as I did. He's gonna have a guard with him from now on. Thanks to that bumbling idiot who sneaked in and knocked him out, security's gonna be even tighter.
Well, you will just have to redouble your efforts to break it. That's all. You weren't put here to fail.
No, nor do I intend to. But our superiors have got to understand we've had unusual complications.
They expect results, not explanations. Gregory is here to help, not criticize.
You bet. Celia and Gerald are waiting for me downstairs. I'll have to call you later.
Okay.
Thank you, Natalie.
Right. Bye.
I'll see you at the Versailles room.
I'll be there.
High noon.
On the dot. In fact, I'll be early. I'll be in the lobby shining shoes.
Just be nice.
Hey, Dio. How are you?
Hi there. How are you?
Doing great. Hey, pal.
How are you? What are you doing here?
Well, I was hoping I'd get something to eat. I'm starving.
You didn't go home last night, huh?
Never quite made it.
Yeah, well, it was a long drive, and we got kind of tired. Tired.
Well, sure. I mean, you don't want to have an accident on the road.
No, no. Safety first.
So how do you like Port Charles?
I like it a lot. I'm thinking about staying around indefinitely.
Must have been some night.
Yeah, I never knew how much Port Charles has to offer.
Some of the friendliest people you ever found, right?
It's like up in the country?
Not exactly.
Oh, what are you talking about?
So look, have you got a place to stay or what?
Not yet.
You know what you ought to do? Talk to Rose. She's always got a couple of rooms upstairs available, hasn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She does.
She around here?
Yeah, I think she's in the kitchen sterilizing the chili. Why don't you go check her out?
Okay. Listen, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Nice work, Holt.
Nice lady. Just happened.
Yeah. Look, you know, be a little careful about where you're stepping here. You know, she's a good lady. She really is, and she comes on like she's really been around. But it's all an act, man. She's a mountain girl. She's naive. She's definitely too trusting. I know you like her. I just wanted you to know that.
I'm not gonna hurt her. I really do like her.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, see that you don't.
All right.
All right. I'll see you later. Bye, Rose.
We understand your concern, Commissioner, and we appreciate it. But let me assure you now that Luke and I intend to run a straight operation.
And I intend to see that you do, which means I want reasonable odds on all games along the lines of what's happening in Vegas and Atlantic City.
You saw the figures?
Numbers on a piece of paper.
Well, why don't you wait until we're open and check it out for yourself?
Well, you see, I hate surprises. I'm also not crazy about rigged wheels, weights where they shouldn't be, mirrors strategically placed, and dealers that get a percentage of the table. In short, any little tricks employed in places where people want to get rich quick, just like casinos.
That will not happen in our place.
Prove me wrong.
This is an interesting concept of justice, Robert. Guilty until proven innocent?
Oh, wait a minute, gentlemen. Gentlemen, this started out as a business meeting among professionals, and I hope it's not going to degenerate into personal bickering.
Never happened.
Never.
Okay, the problem seems to be how we can assure you that we're not going to cheat anybody.
Well, I guess for the moment, I'll just have to take your word for it. But I'll be by later on to check out your personnel records and manufacturer's permits, etc.
Fine. Absolutely fine. Why don't you surprise us with a visit, you know, try to catch us off guard.
One thing. Just for the record, I'd like to inspect the premises before the casino opens. You know, check out the tables, look at the decks, stuff like that. Get a sneak preview of what's in store for the gamblers of Port Charles. You won't mind, will you?
Not at all, like I said. Surprise us.
Good. That won't be necessary, I don't think.
Well, it makes me no never mind. Whenever you get there, you will find that the operation is honest and legal. You know, I don't know no other way.
It is wonderful.
Not too small?
No, no, it's perfect. You know, I was really lucky to run into you because I never thought I'd find a place this quickly.
It's yours if you want it.
I do, very much.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're happy with it.
I'm tickled. Now, if I can just find a job.
Sorry I can't offer you anything here, but with the new waterfront development opening soon, you're going to have no trouble finding something.
Oh, I hope you're right. I can only go so long without working.
I know what you mean.
Right.
Hey, afternoon, ladies.
Hey, Jimmy Lee, how's it going?
I didn't think you'd be back this soon.
Well, I came back to pick up some sandwiches for my crew. Are they ready?
No, I got way late. I had to show a new tenant her room.
You moving in upstairs?
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah. Things sure move fast around here.
Yeah, that they do. I'll get your sandwiches in just a second.
Can you believe it? I'm going to be living right next door to you.
Oh, you mean in Celia's, the artist studio?
Yeah, that used to be her place. Now it's mine. I am so excited.
Shirley, you sure you want to do this? I mean, maybe you ought to look around a little bit more. Why take the first place you find?
Well, because it's exactly what I wanted. Anyway, you're living there. I mean, if you like it, I'm going to love it.
Yeah, but I'm working a lot all the time. I'm hardly ever there. I basically just crash up there.
Are you trying to tell me something?
No. Why?
But, like, maybe you don't want me to move in?
I didn't say that.
Oh, because listen, if you don't want me to be your neighbor,
Wait
all
a
you have
second.
to
Just
do...
wait a minute, all right?
No, just a minute. Hold on. I thought we were friends. But if you're worried about me moving in on you
No,
or
come on, it's
something-
nothing like that.
Well, then what is it? Tell me.
Okay. I think it'll be great having you as a neighbor. I mean it. Just as long as you're sure.
I'm positive.
Well, then, welcome, neighbor. Oh, you.
Listen, I'm going to go and tell Rose I'm going to take the place.
You do that. Great.
I got it.
No,
I asked you.
Please.
No, next time. I should take care of it. The rest is yours.
Thank you, sir.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for your time, and I'll be over later on in the week to inspect your premises.
Whenever you like.
Well, I'll call first.
It isn't necessary. But I'll tell you right now, you're going to be disappointed, Robert. Because everything will be in order.
I hope so.
You believe that? What a joke.
He seemed dead serious to me.
He is dead serious. He's dead serious on harassing me, and I can guarantee you that when he gets there, even if everything is absolutely perfect, he'll find some archaic, 200-year-old violation of health codes or something. If he can't find anything relevant, I guarantee it.
Well, maybe he's using the power of his office to harass you and...
Yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Well, look, he does have certain responsibilities as a police commissioner.
Come on, Dio. This has nothing to do with his responsibilities. He's not trying to uphold the law in this situation any more than we're trying to break it.
Yeah. Well?
And there is nothing we can do about it.
Well, maybe there is.
Well, you want me to guess?
Maybe you can run for mayor. And if you win... Wait a minute. If you win, you can fire the police commissioner. You can hire who you want.
I could, couldn't I?
Yeah, it's the only way I know that you can get Scorpio off our backs.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah? Only you'd have to win.
I wouldn't play the game to lose.
So what do you think?
I've thought about it, and I think that,
Yeah?
I think you're looking at the next mayor of this sorry city.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.